I'm almost in Canada. This is the last frontier, duty-free in Buffalo. So that's over there. I just stopped to, use the bathroom. I didn't go in. So that's the US side. So that's where you go, those booths with the flags. That's the Peace Bridge over there. And I woke up in, and we're recording in 4K. This is the last segment of this Bye Bye Florida. And what's funny is that the temperature, just like last time, it's actually warmer than in Florida, like +1 Celsius, or in the morning it was like +2, whereas in Florida when I was leaving it was -1, which is like 30°F, and now it's 33, 34°F. It was drizzling, everything is melting, no snow. Oh, I passed this guy before, Mercer, hauling some, looks like Carrier Aqua Force, something to do with air conditioning or drying or something. Anyway, one advantage of being a trucker is that I know what's gonna happen on the other side. And what's gonna happen is that they're gonna ask me all kinds of questions. When did you leave Canada? And I'm trying to remember. I think it was Saturday. I think it was Saturday. Yeah, I picked up my car from Ford on Saturday. It was either 30th or 31st. Yeah, it was 30th. 31st, I was celebrating the New Year in Beckley. Yeah, okay, so I left on December 30th. And I prepared a little list, because the last thing you want to do is you want to conceal your expenses, because they so that's what I spent. So not that much. So I'm declaring $1,844 US and $50 gift bag I got from Globe Trailers. It's I got a couple of baseball hats, some t-shirts, some free stuff. But so that was my tripod, 420, my Tamron console, 77 bucks from B&H Photo, and then exhaust, 40 bucks twice. It's more like $45, but and then differential labor, 770 parts, 537. So that's what I'm gonna show them. So now they're gonna charge me 13% tax on whatever is above 800 bucks. But those are the rules. And that's why I didn't want to complicate matters by buying liquor. Yeah. So we're just gonna film going over the bridge. Then I'll go deal with customs, and usually when you declare so much they will search your car, can even search you. I mentioned this before when I was bringing my Kaufman trailer first time. They searched me, made me raise the ends of the pants. Show me your socks. I'm like, what is this? What's the connection? The guy's bringing a new trailer, so what do you expect to find? Spare parts for the trailer? That probably they wouldn't be in my socks. Okay, have a good day, sir. Yeah, thank you. You too. Sometimes I hate these guys, Yeah, and so unlike with the truck I go around, and those are the booths over there for the truck, and that's the big building. When you're in a car, you just go straight. customs is for cars is over there. And then the last thing I gotta do, I'm gonna use my Easy Pass to pay the last fee. It's like a few bucks over there. Alright, camera off. Dealing with customs. And I'm in Canada. Crossing the border took 2 minutes. I couldn't believe it. The guy says, what were you doing in the States? I said, I went for vacation in Florida. I left on December 30th. And I give him my list with all itemized purchases. The guy says, any alcohol? I said, no, sir. He goes, have a good day. And I look at him, he says, don't worry about it. I love you, Canadian Customs, today. Today I love you. I can't promise future reactions, but today you guys are good. Wow. Anyway, so of course what happens when you enter Canada is all mile markers are in kilometers. Like if it says 5, that's 5 kilometers, not 5 miles. See, like 2 km. Right, everything is in kilometers, and all the signs are, the speed limits are kilometers per hour. I bet sometimes American guys come in here and they see a sign that says 50, and they start driving 50 miles an hour, and that's 50 kilometers per hour, which is 35. And you get a huge ticket. Anyway, I guess this is it. This was just a brief you know, kind of like update. Oh, check this out. Heavy haul, guys. Fleetway or something. Fleetway. Tiger cats. Yeah, of course. By the way, somebody's asked me about these tiger cats. The thing is, these guys have some kind of a family connection with somebody who is a broker somewhere, and so they only use, it's impossible to break in.
Keep left at the fork, then turn left onto Gilmore Road.
It's impossible to break in. You always have to use that broker, you know. Some kind of somebody is married to somebody. I forgot. Like when I used to work for Premium Ventures, I asked them about this, and that's what they told me. They said, no, these guys are kind of like closely knit family. And once again, I'm just following my habit, you know, of stopping what I know. This is a pilot. The first truck stop you see when you enter Canada from Buffalo is Flying J with overpriced diesel, $33.9 per liter. Multiply that by 3.78, and that's Canadian dollars per US gallon. Times 80% is US dollars per US gallon. Crazy. But we do get the sales tax. There's sales tax inside. So if I buy diesel here, I get it back. Now, where do I park? If I'm not in the truck. Not too many trucks today. I think the truck stop is half empty. No parking, no parking. Oh, here we go. I like parking on the edge. Living on the edge. Just as far away from the entrance as possible. That's my rule with the truck and with the car. All right, this is it. I'm back in Canada. The vacation is officially over. Now I'm just gonna go and grab an early breakfast at the Denny's in here, and then keep trucking towards Cambridge. And so today one guy is coming to see the trailer, but honestly I'm not sure I want to sell it anymore, but we'll see what happens. And he starts throwing money at me and I have to duck, you know. Well, maybe I'll say okay. And then a friend of mine who's buying 35-ton air detach, you know, one of those rare, it's a gooseneck RGN, but instead of hydraulics it uses air. And some people don't like them because they're slower, but you know, if you don't do it every day, I think it's fine. But there's one company here, I think it's called BWS, B as in boy, W as in William, S as in Sam. I think they make them in either New Brunswick or Nova Scotia in Canada. And it's one of the, I think it's the only trailer that uses air to disconnect the gooseneck, you know. It's kind of like cool because you don't need the white line, you don't need the Honda, so it's cheaper. But so this guy wants to buy this trailer and he's not sure where to put the D-rings, you know, because he's speccing a brand new one from the factory. And so I said, hey, come on over, like, we're talking on the phone and it's one thing like explaining to you where I would put them, but I said, come take a look at my trailer and I'll tell you what works and what doesn't. And for example, what I would change now on my trailer, I would not put the D-rings on top of the main beams because clearance, road clearance is often an issue with my trailer because of my raised center. And so those D-rings just add, you know, probably like half an inch. So but then I know where you need them, like where you have an excavator or some dozer, you know. So I'm gonna show them where to give him some ideas. And he wants to put some winches because he's buying his trailer is a 35-ton, and he wants to put some you know, stationary winches on the sides. But I said, don't go crazy, just get like 4, you know, 2 in the front, 2 in the back, and then use hand ratchets for the rest. But that's what I'm gonna do today. And then I have to update my sticker, but that's tomorrow. Monday I'm gonna go to the MTO, you know, license plate office, and show them the receipt that I paid, and you know, that sticker never arrived to Florida, so they're gonna give me a replacement sticker. But for now I'm all legal because I bought it online and it's 2 weeks extension, right? So my plate is valid till 24th of January. So if a cop stops me, I show them that receipt. So this is it. Thanks for watching my Florida vacation videos. So hopefully in a couple of weeks the new truck will be here and we'll start doing all kinds of walk around videos, you know, check the tires, you know, look inside the exhaust pipes, you know, all the exciting stuff. And by the way, the truck, I think I mentioned this before, but when the truck went through engineering approval, they could not make the horizontal exhaust work with the 254-inch wheelbase, and so they reverted the spec back to the original vertical exhaust on sides of the sleeper, not in the back, on the sides. I think, yeah, on the sides, and the driver's side is fake, it's not connected anywhere. So basically I can probably store my chains in there or binders or something, you know, but it's just that it's hard to climb on the top. And one more thing I wanted to mention, I said something about a flip box, like a gooseneck extension, and right away all kinds of advisors showed up out of the woodwork saying that 23-inch flip box will not work, you need 60-inch or 72-inch. And I said, I don't know if Fontaine makes them. And actually, when I was looking for parts for my trailer, that's all I saw, 23-inch extension, and it's very expensive. It's like, I don't know, $4,000 US for such a, you know, short piece of metal, but I don't know. And now these guys are saying it's not gonna work. But comment number one, the guys that are saying this all have classic trucks with a set forward axle. My truck is set back axle, so the front axle is much closer to the fifth wheel. Comment number two, my wheelbase, as I mentioned, is 254 inches, not 265, not 279, not 300 inches like is common in US, okay? So my previous truck was 244, this is 254, so just 10 inches longer. So pretty much I'm, if you look at the middle, I'm only losing 5 inches, like, you know, when you move the fifth wheel. So if I buy this 23-inch flip box, it'll be more than enough, I'm pretty sure. Again, because my truck is a setback axle and my wheelbase is relatively short. So that's, I just wanted to touch on that subject. Okay, thanks for watching, take care. And I guess now I don't want to say stay warm, because everything is melting, there's water everywhere, and I'm still wearing my sneakers, you know, and I thought when I'm in Canada I would have to change to my cowboy boots because it's so wet, you know. And so I want to end this video with a wish, whereas before I used to say stay warm, so now I want to say stay dry.